So when you focus on yourself and come back to doing things that you want to do, you're gonna start to just kind of get back in touch with the things that you were interested in as a child, or maybe newfound interest as an adult. But if you think about what made you happy and excited when you were a child, what were you into when you were a very young child? Those kind of things are important. Don't be too cool to care about those things anymore just because you got to pay bills now and go to a full-time job. Like even Jesus said, not to be religious, but he's like, you must become like a child again to enter the kingdom of God. What does that mean? I'm still trying to figure it out, but I think it's kind of like, not being so attached to this world and not being of this world, and realizing that it is kind of just fun and imagination a lot of times. There's a lot of videos here on YouTube that talk about what that means, but just coming back to basics and doing the beautiful things that you want to do, there's nothing wrong with that. You got to remember to take time for yourself and not feel bad about it. So get in touch with the earth, get in touch with the elements, get in touch with just, your own heart again. This isn't about wasting time and just, staring off into nothing and not doing the right thing. It's about progressing and becoming a good person, but also what I'm saying is to not forget who you are, basically. When I say take time for yourself, it's about letting go of all the stuff that's stressing you out currently and just come right back into who you are and who you can be, who you once were. Maybe that person got away from you because of health reasons or a breakup. I get it, I get it, I do. But the more I spend time with myself and being actually in nature without an agenda, and just let the thoughts come to you like passing clouds. They're beautiful while they're there, and then they pass, and then it's over. And don't get too hung up on anything. You'll realize that that's what you are too. You're part of it. Your identity can change all the time. Your identity can change. What you're into can change. Nothing's permanent. The only constant is change, correct? So you don't need to identify yourself with what kind of job you have, what you do for money on a daily basis. That's not who you are. It's just something you do for money. Now, I know there's some of us that are very blessed, and the things that we do for a living is like exactly who you are, and that's what it is. And good for you. I wish I had that. I'm serious. But if you're just doing work just because, don't feel bad or embarrassed when people ask you, oh, what do you do? Oh, I do this thing, and that's it. That's the end of the conversation. Who cares? Sometimes I make the joke with people when they ask me, what do you do? I say, what, for work? Or what do you mean, what do? I do a lot of things. Not like that, not such like a smart ass like that, but there's been a few times when people say, what do you do? I say, what, like for work? Like trying to make them realize that like what I do is I'm existing, bro. I'm doing a lot of things. I do a lot of things. I'm interested in a lot of things. Sometimes I want to sleep in. Sometimes I want to get up and work out like an animal. And I do that all the time recently. just becoming who you are, and only you can be you. There's not anyone else that can do you quite like you, you know? Only you're gonna be that guy or that girl. God bless you. And just, shout out to y'all that, watched this far, 7 minutes into the video. I know people don't watch long form videos much anymore, especially since the shorts came out on YouTube and Instagram. I mean, people's attention spans are 2 seconds. It just goes to the next video, and if they don't feel that dopamine rush within the first 2 seconds or less, they just move on. And it is what it is, I've scrolled once in a while, and I get it, I do the same thing, so I get it. But anyways, my point is, thank you for watching this far. Really appreciate you guys commenting and liking, subscribing. Obviously that kind of thing is optional and it is free, so if you do enjoy this even just a little bit, consider doing one of those things for me, or all of them. It would really just push this channel out and to a bigger audience. I do want to keep doing this, so just don't be scared to be yourself, find out who you are. I'm not saying just go up to your family one day and say, hey, just drop a bomb on them. Just slowly become that person. Let them see that it's real, that you are who you say you are, and just take a deep breath, okay? All right, you'll be all right.